union is struggling with their state budgets. And many states have a real budget crisis, so that every penny matters in state budgets, and finding ways of saving money is a top priority. The Washington State Department of Labor and Industries has been using our fraud detection solution to cut down on fraudulent claims. And this has resulted in huge savings for the state. Now, here to tell us about it is Carl Helmersberg. Most people are not, they're mostly familiar with Macy's, but why don't you give us an outline about, about your stores, where they are, and everything.
Yes. Macy's is America's department store, and as you can see, we're in 45 states, and Guam and Puerto Rico. There's two brands. It's Macy's department store, and it's Bloomingdale's. Bloomingdale's like no other store in the world. We sell about $25 billion of merchandise each and every year. Just like everyone.
Last year I shared our new high-performance computing platform with you, and many of you have found mission-critical ways of implementing this new technology to not only increase your computing speed, but to reduce the total cost of ownership of your hardware. Now, Macy's has been a long-time SAS customer, and they're joining us tonight to share some of the work that they've been doing in this area. So please welcome back, or please welcome Brian Lineback from Macy's.
There are two approaches to reporting. There's generalized reporting, and there are a lot of applications out there today that will do generalized reporting. But what we are really focusing in on at SAS are interfaces that are fit for task. And what I mean is interfaces very specific for particular applications. And here's one for retail space management, so our retail solution. And you will see that this is not generalized reporting. So we bring up the viewer, and something big with retailers is optimizing that store shelf space, making sure products are in the right position, stacked appropriately, and promotions are occurring appropriately. So let's look at this SAS application. Let's rotate it around a little bit. You can see how things are stored. I might even look at, let's look at underperforming items. Oh, that one's underperforming. What is it? Happens to be Coke Classic 12-pack. Interesting. Maybe what I want to do is have a conversation with somebody about that, and I can collaborate on that event. I can actually change the order information if I want to. There's a lot I can do to interact with the back-end systems. So that looks pretty cool. You can also see, here's another example, batteries, Duracell batteries. We can look at how they're stacked. We can see how the promotions are going. We can, again, collaborate using this as the interface with other people responsible for what's on this rack. And we can go down here to men's casual tops. You can see it in the clothing area as well. We'll go ahead and move this guy around. So pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff. We're doing a lot of this. Every single solution we have, we're looking at. Is there a mobile application for it? And what's it going to look like? All right. That's it. We're here to interact with data on mobile devices. And we've been taking this very, very seriously at SAS. We have formed a new R&D organization that's dealing with UIs, and we have a lot of new software, new interfaces that are coming out on these mobile devices. So let's have a look. I happen to have an iPad 2 up here. Pretty cool little device. Let's bring that guy up. And let's have a look at some things. Oh, let me check something real quick. Hold on. Holy mackerel. It's a 3.5-point spread. The over-under is 130.5. And I can tell you that at halftime, the score was 22. At halftime, the score was 22-19 Butler.
My phone, Unreal Ages 4G.
All right,
that's so smart.
Okay. Or do you want to watch that? No, you don't. 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 Okay. Last year we talked a little bit about social media analytics and what social media analytics mean to an organization. There's a lot happening out there today on Twitter. There's a lot happening with blogs. There's a lot happening with news feeds. And that does have an impact on our organizations and what people think of our organizations and the products that we have. And we showed social media analytics last year. Now, we have what's called a Social Media Analytics Executive Briefing Book. So if you kind of want to know what's going on, let's have a look. Really nice features here. You can see in this particular case, we're looking at an online retailer, and we're looking at the current month's sentiment versus the previous month's sentiment. And you can see it's kind of the same, but we seem to have a little bit more negativity in the current month. So let's drill down into that. And we can see, all right, culture looks pretty good, price looks pretty good, selection's okay, but it looks like we have a service issue. So we need to work on that. We need to check and see what that's all about. So we're measuring. Let's look at something else here. Let's look at social trends. This is pretty interesting. So green is positive, yellow is neutral, red is negative. This is a little bit, it's about a year period here, a little bit more than a year period. I see we've got some spikes here in February. Let's drill down. We can do that. Let's drill down just a little bit further. And I see, all right, I see lots of stuff here. I'm not interested in the positive at this point. I want to see what the problem is. And I see a little spike there. Let me remove the neutral as well. Okay, a spike in December. That's not a good thing for people to be saying bad things about me during the Christmas month. Let me overlay a couple things. Did we have a back order issue? Oh, sure did. We had a back order issue going into December, right before the Christmas rush. People aren't going to say very many good things about us. And I'm just curious, did that affect our stock price? Was there a correlation there? Don't know. Kind of interesting though, the stock price did drop right about the time of the negative sentiment. So times were not real good at that point. Now I want to talk to somebody about this later, so I'm going to save this report right there, and we'll go back to it later. Pretty cool. Now there are other ways to get to the reports. I can open this up and look at cover flow. A lot of us are familiar with this. If you're an iTunes user, let's click into that. And now I can look at who the top 5 influencers are and how they're trending. And I see the big red ball there is negative and is trending up. I also see a green ball trending up. If I want, I can see how these things have grown over time. And I begin to see movement beginning in January of 2011 through to February of 2011. And we can see, are we trending in the direction we want to go? And if not, which of these balls, the red ones, are getting bigger because we probably need to do something about that. So that's pretty cool. Another application we had, which just came out about a week ago, let's switch over to that, is a real-time Twitter feed. And you can put anything you want in here, and I'll search on the hashtag for this conference, SAS GF11, SGF11, 2011. Let's search on that. It's going to go get the data, it's going to begin populating it, and it's going to update it every few seconds. Okay, not too bad. So far the conference is going well. Not seeing a whole lot of negative there. Oh, interesting. Look at the bottom. Well, first let's drill it here a little bit. So you can see what's going on. You can see things kind of got busy here as we got into the show. It's kind of neutral, and there's a good bit of green, so I'm okay with that. So let's look at some of the comments. Here's a negative one, a thumbs down. So how's this working? We've got the taxonomy for this particular industry, and we're using some technology we acquired from Telegram. And I swear this is real stuff, right? I had no idea what we were going to see. Let's look at this one. This one's negative. I may be wrong, but I think I see a trapeze and a light rigging. What are we in for? So, depending on who you are and what your interests are, could be positive, could be negative. Wow. There was one, this is a good one. This is positive. Man, it's like Jim Davis read my mind, was wondering what the score was. So, we are here to please. There was one last night that came out negative, and I didn't know that our engine was this smart. I swear to you, if you go out and look at it, it was about 9:20 last night, and it said, SAS geeks invade fancy lounges in Las Vegas. And that came out negative. So, beats me. Okay. Let's switch over real quick.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Las Vegas and welcome to Caesar's Palace. I'm honored to be here with Jim, who's someone I've admired for a very long time. He and I are both recovering academics. Jim went into a reputable business like statistical analytics software, and I went into gambling and drinking. You'll have to decide which of the two of us got the better deal, I suppose. A word about etiquette at an event like this. You are at an event in Las Vegas. Typically, you might feel restricted in getting up from your seat going down to the casino, but I want to assure you that is welcome.
SAS technical support. Welcome to SAS Global Forum 2011. It's a pleasure and an honor to be here at SAS Global Forum with you. I always look forward to meeting with you face to face and to hear your feedback and ideas. At SAS, we've always enjoyed a special relationship with our user community. We continue to stay ahead of the curve, due in part to our dialogue with all of you. We value your feedback, we encourage it, and we use it to make our software better and more responsive to our customers' needs. You all know that saying, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas? Well, let me assure you that is not the case with this conference. We will listen to your feedback and ideas and take them back with us, put them into action. Your feedback and ideas keep us grounded in what's important to you as SAS users, and that is important to us. We thank you for your input and ideas, and we look forward to working with you in the years ahead.
Julius Caesar said, I came, I saw, I conquered. With the help of the centurions, I conquered this stage tonight. Just as SAS Global Forum can help you conquer your analytics and business challenges. Thank you, SAS and Dr. Goodnight, for a great opening session. What a kickoff for what I promise will be a fantastic conference. Now, I'd like to ask a favor of each of you. Would you please take the time here at the conference and learn 3 new things that you can take back and use, whether it be new or improved programming skills, greater leadership or innovative approaches, or new networking contacts. Go back to your office saying, what happens in Vegas doesn't stay in Vegas. For many